How we doing tonight? Y'all ready to have some fun? Hell yeah. It's going to be a good time, man. These shows have been a blast. I'm sad it's the last one of the week. But what are you going to do? I'm also sad I got a birthday next weekend. Not excited. Nope. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm turning 31, man, and I'm scared. No, shut up. What did I say? I know. Well, I'm scared of aging poorly. You know, that's what. I don't want to be one of those people where you're like, what the fuck is your skincare routine? Mountain Dew? Like, what's going on? You exfoliating with menthols? What's happening here? I'm scared, man. Because my whole life I heard black don't crack. That's all I heard. Black don't crack, black don't crack. But in my experience, half black gets called Puerto Rican. So, yeah, I don't know what that means for the skin, but we'll see. We'll see. I remember one time in school, we were doing a group project, and I was just fucking around. I got all excited. I was like, si se puede. Across the room, I heard the teacher go, I fucking knew it. I knew it. He's like, you got me with the last name, but I knew you were a little caliente, you know, so. I'm not spicy at all. Born and raised here. My mom is German and Norwegian. My dad is black, but listens to the Eagles, so. Not a lot of sabor, you know? It's more mayo than anything else, but what are you gonna do? Oh, man, I tell you what, white people love to talk to me about the N-word. I don't know what it is. I think they just look, they're like, he sunburns, I sunburn. I think I might get to say it. You know, I think I might. This might be my day. It's wild. I had someone ask me one time, they're like, what are you doing about the N-word? Like, what? Like it was a fucking cause, you know? It's like, oh, what am I doing? I'm running a 5K on Saturday. That's what I'm doing. Every Juneteenth, me and my family are out there just fucking. The college football coach said what? All right, keep going, keep going. It's still race for the cure. All right. I'll keep that line in, I guess. That was the big hitter. It was wild, man. I had someone one time, they were like, so what do you do when like someone who's not black says it around you? Like, do you speak up? Like, what do you do? And I was like, bro, look at me. Like, fucking. It made me think of one time in high school, actually. I went to a really diverse high school, and I was walking down the hallway, and there was this group of Cambodian kids, and they were all fucking with each other, and they were saying it. And, you know, it ignited something in me. It got me going. So I didn't do shit. I did not say a word. I didn't make I held my breath when I walked by. I was like, please don't notice me. Please don't notice me. So there was like 7 of them and 1 of me, all right? If I would have said something, they just would have looked at each other like, yo, what the fuck does this Jewish kid care so much for? What's going on? Then they would have been like, you know what? Let's stomp this nigga out right now. And I'm just like, no! What you're doing is wrong! That's not true. I did do something, actually. Like I said, born and raised in Madison, so I did what I was taught in this white liberal haven. I went around the corner where they couldn't see me, and I shook my head in disgust. I said, "Whoa! Whoa! So bad!" And I posted about it on Facebook and jerked off to the likes. I was like, ah! They're like, you're so brave, you're a hero. I'm like, yeah! It was pretty tight. It was pretty tight. I actually found out recently, this is really crazy. So I'm black and white, which that part I knew. That part I knew. I wasn't like, what? Well, why do I have this Italian flag tattoo? No. That part I knew. I found out my great-grandfather was actually in the Klan. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you figure out which side of the family. But, yeah, he was in it. He was in it. And I told some friends that, and they were trying to, like, help me out afterwards. They're like, hey, man, how do you feel? Do you want to talk about it? Like, is this conflicting trauma? They're all in, like, therapy, so I don't know. Is my phone playing music? That's my set from earlier. What the fuck is going on? You ever get heckled by yourself? By yourself from the past? That's wild. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, my friends are in therapy because they're rich. They're there, so they know all the words. So they're like, "Are you trauma bonding right now? Is this your love language attachment style popping out?" I don't know what the fuck they said. But so they were like, what's going on? Like, does this hurt? They honestly like, is it hard to see that side of your family now? And I was like, I don't know. I'm pretty fucking jazzed. I'm pretty into it. If I'm being, that means now the clan has to let me in because I'm a legacy. So, yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Madison? You're putting up yard signs? That's cute. I'm in the hood. All right? I figure I'm going to go to their, like, auditions, tryouts, whatever the fuck they have. And it'll be in a school gym. They'll all be on one side at some tables. It's a lot like Bring It On, if you've ever seen it. And so I'll walk in. Immediately, they'll see me, and they'll be like, no. Like, what the fuck do you think this is? And then I'll slide my paperwork across. They'll take it, huddle together, and they'll be like, those were all the years we won regionals. Then I'm in. And who knows from there, but I'll be in. I figure I'll be like the youngest person there too, so they'll have me on like youth pastor duty, They'll just like give me a vape and send me to skate parks. Just go up to little white kids like, yo, somebody's got to say it, but black people are sus. Am I right, dude? All right. It's crazy to find that. I had no idea. In hindsight, though, it does make sense because we did have to call him Grand Wizard Pappy. So I was like, that checks out. Oh, that was too far? That crossed the line? Did I get it wrong? Is it wizard or dragon? There's something with dragon, right? Someone in here knows, all right? Statistically, someone knows. One of you is going to go to your car tonight, roll up the windows, and be like, yeah, it's dragon. Oh, my God, that felt so good. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I'm just on eBay right now. You guys remember when eBay was popping? You get it. Early 2000s, that was the shit, man. That was, what a time to be alive. Because nowadays, everyone talks about, like, oh my God, like, social media is ruining our brains. It's hacking the dopamine and blah, blah, blah. No one talks about what a winning bid in '04 would do to you, right? That shit was like PCP. You go out, you see someone flipping a car on the street, they're like, I got the toaster signed by Alf! And then they fucking... It was wild. Like, it was really a drug because you would go on there for shit you could just go get from the store in 15 minutes, You'd be like, yo, why don't you just go to Best Buy and get that DVD? And they're like, because this one's from Buffalo and it's scratched. And you're like, all right, man. I don't know if that's going to make Shrek any better, but have at it. And then they put in the buy it now button, and that, like, ruined it. Because it was all about the thrill of the hunt, It was primal. And then I think that's when Craigslist popped off because that's where you're like, anything could fucking happen, You're like, I email with the weirdest person in the world for a day, and then I'm gonna meet up in a parking lot. I could get an end table, I could get sex trafficked. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I did just go through a breakup recently, went through a breakup. But then we got back together, so just a drill. You guys ever have those? You're like, you cried, I cried, get back in here, what are we doing? Let's hit the showers, And then we did break up for real, though. We did, and that hurt. That was just like the simulations. That was bad, but I told some friends again after that, like, what happened. They were trying to cheer me up. One friend straight away was like, did you guys have breakup sex? And I was like, I think you meant to ask if I was okay. That's usually how you start. He's not in therapy, though, so I'm like, he's trying. He's really giving it his all. But we didn't. I told him we didn't. I've only had breakup sex once. Not a fan. The whole time it felt like I was just fighting for my job. So I was like, this isn't how I want to spend a Tuesday, I'm looking at her like, we got Hulu, no ads. What are we doing right now? What is this? I'll say this before I get out of here. I love Biden. Anybody else? Yeah. No. Usually it's quiet. That was even sadder. That was... No one loves Biden. No, it's never. Every time I ask that, it's like, well, fucking Obama could be in the room and he'd be like, next question. You know, it would. But I do. I love Biden. I love Biden so much. I think he is the best president we've ever had. Truthfully, I think he's very unifying. He's bringing us all together, no matter what side you're on. And I'm going to explain. Don't worry. And I think that's because, truthfully, if he walked in the room right now, no matter where you lie, collectively, we would all think he's fucking lost. You know, this poor guy. You know. If Trump walked in the room, you could hate him with every fiber of your being. If Trump walked in the room, a piece of your mind would be like, is he a Sam J fan? Like, why is he here? If Biden walked in, you'd just be like, who's fucking watching him, dude? Like, what? There's a lot of stairs to get down there. He has one shoe on. What the fuck is going on? Is that Kamala's job? Is that what she's supposed to be doing? Where is she? All right, I'm going to get out of here. You guys ready to keep this show going? Hell yeah. All right, his next comic coming to the stage. He's all the way in from New York. You've seen him on Kimmel. Make a lot of noise right now for Ryan Donahue.